pills and all that shit. Be on my head right now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Subscribe to the podcast now. It's your mom favorite. We live. Y'all see the topics, man. Hopefully y'all tune in this morning because this took a lot of hard work to do. You know. But let me transition. As you can see, you see an ugly mug on the face. That's Enlightened Illumination. Enlightened Illumination acting shy. You gonna just give the little salute, man. You're supposed to do your intro right there, my neck.
Yo, what you mean? You want me to start bugging off now? I've been bugging the whole time. Let's roll, yo. We've been ready to roll. Let's get this show going. You know what I mean? We ready. He want me to start off already. When we you know what?
Yeah, introduction is an intro, man. Then we got StephThirdy here doing something. I don't know, man. His camera not up though.
Nah, nigga, I'm cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like 9 in the morning over here. I'm not looking crazy. It is what it is, though. I'm at a camera on my hair. We all know that looking wild.
It's all good. We working,
what up,
bro.
Yep. Happy belated for real, Steph.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, bro.
Happy birthday for real, Steph.
Man, happy birthday, man.
Steph.
Happy birthday, Steph. NapCity right here.
Yo. What up? It's too early to be drinking. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast, but you know I had to get a beer. I can't be on the podcast without having to drink. Salute to the fucking chat, man. What up, though?
Oh yeah, we got May Lang here.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
She ain't got the camera up, but at least she got this topless photo right here for y'all to gaze on, you pervs.
The guys out this morning. I'm just rolling out of bed, but I'm wide awake, ready to get at it. Let's go. TRBRC.
Salute. Y'all know what it is. It's the big general, man. All right, listen, man. First topic we got put out there right now is it still R.I.P to JuiceWorld? It's still R.I.P to JuiceWorld after finding out the details of how he died or whatever like that. I mean, whoever wants to start it, they can go.
That's perspective. That's perspective, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you really? That's perspective, man.
All right, let me put it out there,
like,
man. He was found to have died from ingesting these pills. He for like, you know, I guess he got a heads up that when he gets to the hangar or whatever like that, it's gonna be the FBI and all them waiting for him. Had pounds of weed, pounds of everything on that plane. He had guns, like just looking, you know, he just had everything that you can imagine a drug dealer to have, or like a big drug kingpin to have on the plane, along with these pills that he ingested. That's the thing. That's the only thing he chose to hide was those pills. Or tried to, it seems.
Yeah, let me. So the pilot fucked around and called the police. I guess he saw one of the boys with a pistol or what have you, and yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, they saw one of the boys with the pistol and shit. So the pilot called the police. The police met him at the landing strip when they landed and shit. So JuiceWorld decided that he would eat some of the pills. But I mean, they had 70 pounds of weed, like 3 pistols, codeine, obviously the pills. So it was in a good situation. And I mean, I bet my man was scared because that's some serious time. Chicago weed is not legal. 70 pounds of it ain't cool, especially if you got pistols, illegal pills, and codeine. So that's time. That's serious time. That's 20 years, you know. So I guess in the panic, he ate the fucking pills, man. And I wish he didn't. I really wish he didn't.
Yeah, you could tell, like...
I wish I could agree with you. I wish I could agree with you. You know, I know it's a controversial topic, but at the end of the day, I'm going to keep it real within myself and say, man, I don't know if I wish he did or didn't. I think it's sad. You know, at the end of the day, man, it ain't like you wasn't about to get all that shit to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason you had all that on the plane. So you had no problem giving it to nobody else and harming another person, selling that, distributing that to the public. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
It sounded like the pills was his personal stash, but the 70 pounds of weed was for the streets.
Nah, man. How the pills is personal stash, man? I don't care, dog. And plus, is that the only thing he said that he had was the marijuana?
It was the pills and codeine,
pistols, rifles.
codeine.
You know what I mean?
I thought it was only Three handguns. Three
Had
handguns.
army guns.
Which
Had army guns.
means
You
he
know
was
what?
supporting gang activity.
No. Listen,
He's-
man. I'll say it's still R.I.P. to JuiceWorld. You know what I mean? We don't know what type of situation that man was in, man. He probably was like in a 6'9" position where, pause. He was probably in a 6'9" position where he couldn't, like, you know, move around like he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got gang members behind him, like, yo, bro, you better move this too on your private jet. You don't do that, man. Like, we your protection, we're gonna turn on you. So he probably was in a situation like that, because you know a lot of these rappers now are just junkies, bro, just drug addicts. They not the dudes moving it anymore. They the dudes just taking it. So they probably told him to swallow it. So whoever his homies are, bro, I put the blame on them dudes, man. So it's still R.I.P. to him, but sometimes, yo, you gotta get your brain up, start trying to be around certain elements, bro, because it's gonna turn on you, man. You make a deal with the devil, you gotta give us something in return. So he had to give up his soul at that point, man. It's still R.I.P. to him, but it should be a life lesson, man.
That man could have hired security just like everybody else, man. I ain't trying
And that's what I was gonna say.
I ain't giving niggas no excuses,
it's very
bro.
hard.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga would sell codeine to my mama, bro. If my mom used codeine. You know what I'm saying? So no. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I think all these niggas should swallow all these fucking drugs. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be selling it to my people, you feel me? I'm just gonna keep it real.
What was you about to say, man?
I think it's a really sad and a really hard lesson that a lot of people are going to learn from. And, you know, I know that there's a certain factor of, you know, wanting to hold somebody accountable for it. You know, those people that were closest to him, they just watched him die. And so hopefully, you know, if anything, if not for anything else, you know, if they don't get charged or anything, this is going to weigh heavy on them for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. And
I mean,
R.I.P. JuiceWorld.
I want to say, man, because I don't know. I haven't seen how much codeine, and I mean, these niggas be drinking lean and they be eating pills. I didn't see any reports of how much they had, because it didn't seem like he had enough for fucking distribution. So it seemed like he had his personal stash, but the 70 pounds of weed, it didn't make no sense. Like he at this point, he's a millionaire. What the fuck are you doing with 70 pounds of weed? So obviously you're holding on to somebody's work and you're moving that shit from county to county in your private jet for somebody else that's still in the street. So I don't know if that's your niggas or, you know, you faced with some type of situation.
I told you, he probably in a situation like 6'9". Let's be honest here, bro. Most of these rappers, he wearing fingernail polish, he wearing pink dreads. You know what I mean? He a weirdo, bro. You know they was forcing him to move that.
No, you can't force him. You can't force a grown man to do nothing. No. You can't force no grown man to do nothing. He could have hired security to protect him.
We got you on that stuff. I got you. I ain't disagree. I agree with you wholeheartedly, bro. 100%. Everything you said was 100% correct. He should have been trying to hire security, but you know how people are, bro. When you young, how old was he? Like 21? Like when you like that age, 21. Bro, you be wanting to be around. You want to be in the mix. You can't, not everybody, but majority of young men going to want to be in the mix, bro. Like, oh, this going to give me more acclaim, more clout. So I'm going to be around with these niggas. And these dudes ain't right because they ain't doing nothing with themselves. And his weird ass got caught up. This is just something.
Especially if he had self-esteem issues to begin with.
Go ahead, man.
He painted his fingernails black, bro. He has some self-esteem issues or something, bro.
Emo rapper. Why you want to be in the mix though? You clearly emo. You sound like Linkin Park and Blink 182 all mixed together.
Because he's finally relating to somebody. You know what I'm saying? It was probably a dark period for him before that.
You sound like Blink 182. Yo, but Enlightened, you gotta talk, bro. You ain't saying nothing, bro. What's up, bro? What's your thoughts on this, bro? You say you want to go off? What's up, Nick?
Nah, I'm just listening. You know, I just want to hear where everybody coming from. You know,
I feel like everybody said
and I understand where Steph coming from. He's like, you know what I mean? You out here killing though. You know, you about to pass this off to somebody.
If that's the case. Yeah. If that's the case.
And another person saying, well, he's hungry, but then they say you can't say he's hungry if you consider him a millionaire. So what's the purpose? Right. So, you know, it's just, and then you, right, he in the trap. See, that's the whole point. When they said they get in the trap, and then he was trapped. You know what I mean? And then, like you said, so I understand what, you know, YMF's saying, bro. He's like, bro, this is what you expect to happen. Like, you move sloppily, I guess. I don't know what the whole situation is. At the same time, you caught up in the catch-22.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly he wasn't built like that if he panicked and ate them fucking pills. But you know,
It's not even about being built like that. It's a situational effect. You never know what that situation really was. Because I don't know really everything about the whole situation, but like with Steph coming from the get-go, you should have said no. If you was like, or was that the only way for it to be able for your growth to happen? And then you be just like YMF saying, hey, you stuck. You got.
all right.
Yeah, he must have been in a 6'9" position. Pause. But moving on. Tekashi 6'9". Speaking of 6'9", Tekashi 6'9". It's kind of pause where you say 6'9" now, man. Like real talk, man. I'm not comfortable with it. But Tekashi got 2 years with the feds. He was facing more than that, like about 20 years, 40 years or something like that. But
47
years.
47 years. But since he cooperated with the feds, cooperated with the law enforcement, you know, he was able to reduce that, get 2 years. So he's coming out next year around October or something like that. So did Tekashi beat his case? Did he come out with a better deal than 47 years?
Yeah, like,
Absolutely.
that's a no-brainer. But man, we don't respect snitches out here, man, and that's exactly what happened. So he got 2 years. He's got the time served, and this motherfucker be out in 6-7 months. He'll be out in July. He'll be celebrating summer. And the only reason why the judge didn't give him let him release him on the sentencing right then is because you know what the fuck he was gonna do. He was gonna go out there stunting and shit and acting a goddamn clown and acting a fucking fool. And the judge wasn't gonna have that tied to his name, so he gave that motherfucker some more time in jail. And I'm kind of glad that he did that, but at the same time, man, I don't know what's going on in 2019. Niggas don't care about people snitching no more. So it's just snitch city out this bitch. This motherfucker gonna come out and still make music, man. That's what I feel like. And it scares me.
I think the judge did a great job. I think he trolled the crap out of 6ix9ine. He told him, "Nah, your new name is 6'8" because you still owe me one." Because he already served 13 months, so he only has 1 year left to go.
I like that.
68, and you owe me one, buddy. So yeah, I think overall, if you're if you guys, I don't condone any type of snitching whatsoever. However, 47 years boiled down to 2 years. For him, it's a win. But for somebody that comes from the street type of lifestyle and holds those morals and values and codes and ethics, we would have just taken that chance and faced those 47 years. So he's still a dub.
Let's be honest. Most motherfuckers would have told, man. Most motherfuckers would have told. Nobody would have stayed to the principles. Everybody act like they're gonna stay to the principles. A lot of motherfuckers would have just told, bro. Like, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Now, honestly, maybe not. A lot of people probably would have been scared for their family and stuff like that. And he's just a different type of breed. He probably, selfish type of guy, so he probably didn't give a fuck. Like, all right, well, my girl was already getting piped by these dudes, so fuck my family. Like, he probably was already on that type of time. Like, yeah, fuck my family. Like, fuck my girl, my daughter, and all that. She was already getting fucked by them niggas. Like, fuck that. But I was just trying to figure out this was a win for Tekashi because, Charlemagne the God said he's going to give that man a mic check. And by that, I mean, he said he's going to suck his dick if he don't get them 47 years. So,
man, like, I don't know why.
Basically, do Charlemagne, I mean, basically, the Charlemagne. I know this is a fucked up question here, man. This is super out of pocket. Do Charlemagne gotta go through what he said, man?
I don't.
You gotta give Tekashi. You gotta give Tekashi. You gotta give Tekashi a mic check now.
Yeah, I'm not even.
Oh, y'all got to entertain. It's cool. I'm asking May Lane.
Yeah, I just don't know who's going to enforce that. I hope everybody be like, no, bro.
You know what? I would not disrespect Charlemagne like that.
He disrespected himself by saying that shit.
Like that.
Out of pocket.
He said he was going to do it.
No limit.
I know, but I mean, yeah, you got to hold up to that, Charlemagne, or else you're getting your own donkey of the day.
Oh,
you get a donkey of the day. You get a donkey of the day if you do it.
For just saying that. For just saying that. That's why you get the donkey. donkey of the day. But you still got to get the donkey of the day, homie.
I ain't been
That's
watching. I ain't been watching Breakfast Club for like 2 months. Did he give himself a donkey today or talked about that situation? Did he ever bring up that situation?
I don't know, but
he probably gonna keep quiet on that.
I don't. But him having to fulfill that bet.
Yo, he's the donkey of the year. The donkey of the year. He'd be the donkey of the year. Forget the day. He'd be the donkey of the year. That's the punishment. You got to hold that junk. You should have never said that. Then you just the donkey of the year. Every end of the show, you got to say one more dumb thing that you done messed up on. Well, you know why I'm back on here again. Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild to me.
Yo, El Flow was good, bro.
Shit, chilling, just seeing what y'all talking about.
How you feel about Tekashi getting this light ass 2-year sentence?
Shit, man, I don't feel no kind of way. I don't care nothing about that shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The main thing is, though, let's be honest here too, bro. This is why I don't even give a fuck. Like, this is why I don't care what motherfuckers be talking about. Like, yo, don't like snitches, or they not gonna rock with snitches and all that. All these same niggas are saying all that. They're gonna be doing songs with him. They're gonna be going on features with him. They're gonna be partying with him, smoking him up. They're gonna be on his dick. Like, they're gonna be straight on his dick. So, like, all that when niggas be talking about, yo, we don't like Snoop Dogg and all them niggas talking all that shit. I bet you them niggas gonna be right on the song when he come out next year, bro. Like, for real, this is a loss for the culture. Cause I already see the culture gonna be exposed next year, bro. That's what's gonna happen.
It's some solid niggas in the industry though. Like, I can't see Snoop getting on the song with him, or T.I. getting on the song with him, or Boosie getting on the song with him.
Snoop Dogg and T.I. was doing community service for the police, bro. T.I. was doing tips, calling for tips for police, bro. Snoop Dogg was standing with the fucking police when the riots, and I know, was it the riots? It was something that was going on. Like, no, it wasn't a riot. It was like something going on where he was standing with police. Like, yeah, we with the police. I know motherfuckers probably say, oh, they had to do community service. Nah, bro. You should take them years, dog. They saying calling for tips and all that. And I'm not a street guy, bro. I don't care about none of that shit for real. But I never called the police a day in my life. I can say that. So, but I just feel like this is a loss for the culture, man, because it's going to expose all these dudes that's talking like this right now, bro. You should have known they was going to let the Mexican ball get out. You should have known that. Like, come on, bro. Y'all let that ball say nigga 1,000 times, bro. Y'all let the nigga do rock blood and all that. That's why I don't really respect the gang culture like that. Like, respect it like I see myself being in it, or see that stuff as positive or something that's enlightened. I don't see it like that at all, bro. I look at like a lot of that gang shit is just vulture. It's like culture vulture elements to it. Cause you see all these white kids want to be it. You see a Lil Wayne and all these little industry rappers wanting to be it. So it's like, bro, it's all cornball shit, man. It's like when, like I'm from the Philly area and Jersey area, right? Whenever I see any nigga repping Crip or Blood around these areas, bro, I be looking at these niggas as the most corniest niggas on the planet, bro. The super duper corny niggas, bro. Like, y'all on the East Coast, y'all rap. Like, come on, bro. Come on, that's West Coast shit. Let them niggas have their shit, bro. Stop dicking. Come on, man. Yeah, this YMF. I said that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm just keeping the theme, man. Shit corny, man. Y'all the corniest niggas on the planet, man. On the East Coast and all that shit. The nigga from New York, bro. The nigga fucking Mexican, bro. He's supposed to be repping Latin Kings or some shit, bro. Oh, I ain't trying. I don't know, man. So, of course, a nigga was gonna snitch. A nigga was a liar in the first place. The nigga was a fraud in the first place. He wasn't really who he was supposed to be in the first place. You a Mexican. You all this other shit, bro. I mean, I ain't trying to bring race into it, but I'm just keeping it being on it, man. Like, fuck out of here, man.
Nah, they knew he wasn't built like that. They shouldn't have done dirt around the motherfucker. They shouldn't have had him in situations where you feed money to the crew to perform these acts that he wanted them to do and all this shit. They should have kept him outside of that. I get it if you the gang and you extorting a nigga and you over here offering protection and you getting something off of that. I get that. But don't have the motherfucker around while y'all actually doing dirt. Like, you putting them down with the set. That's not what he's built.
But they violated him first, right? Like, it was violation upon violation upon violations. They've been violating him, right?
Yeah. I mean, shit, that was just taking his fucking bread anyway.
So they wasn't loyal to him, was they?
I think they were all trying to play a chess game and ended up playing Connect 4 instead. And you know how the bottom up, ends up opening up at the bottom and just collapses out from under them.
Or were they? Were they loyal or were they not loyal to him? Is the question.
It depends. Shotty was loyal.
Edwards, I don't agree with that.
Shotty was loyal to the end.
Edwards, I don't agree with that, bro. Everybody's saying that he's safe now because he's in jail and all that. When he come out, he's gonna be a dead man, bro. George Zimmerman is still walking around, bro. I ain't trying to hear nothing, bro. Yep. George Zimmerman is still walking around. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, bro.
Was he suing the people? He was suing the family.
And he's suing the family.
And he's suing the family, right?
Bro. I ain't trying to hear nothing from black people. Black people take the most L's in life, bro. Black people take the most L's, bro. I ain't trying to hear nothing else, bro. Black people take the most L's, bro. Every other race win, dog.
Yeah, I can't agree with that Ace move. He's not safe. I mean, he's safe no matter where he goes.
He get 5 years.
He's gonna be out in July
for millions, though, right? He's showing the family for millions, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said 200 million or some stupid shit.
Right.
Which what crazy. That's a whole nother topic. But yeah, I don't know. I think 6ix9ine's gonna get out. He's gonna have security because he got enough money to buy it right now, and he's gonna end up moving away from the city and shit when niggas can't really reach him. So I mean, he's gonna always have to look over his shoulder because that shit ain't gonna never die. But you better hope he got enough money to pay for that fucking security, and the security be man enough to take bullets for your ass. Otherwise, he's gonna be in for a problem.
Well, he did sign over $10 million 2-record deal with his company, so he's rich no matter what.
Well, but if people start shooting at that security, that fucking price of security going up.
Oh, well, absolutely. I'm sure his life insurance is through the roof. If he even has that.
Oh, yeah. I doubt it. I doubt anybody insuring him.
Cleve, you got anything to say on this stuff? You got anything to say on this? Good. I think Steph already said what he needed to say on this, though.
6ix9ine, I should have went out like JuiceWorld.
Sorry, wait.
All right. Well,
they both swallowed different poisons that ended up in unfortunate results.
Well, the next topic is, Nick Cannon versus Eminem, man. Who y'all got? Who y'all got? Who y'all got? Who y'all got and why? I'm gonna tell you right now. Should I go first, or do y'all want to go first?
I got it.
Give us a background. Give us a background. Give us a background how this all started, though, man. Because you
shit. I'll try to be real quick on this. The synopsis of this shit. Mariah Carey and M dated for a little while. Apparently, he only hit the one time or whatever. And after they broke up, you know how M does. He talks about all his family and personal shit on songs. So he came out with the song Superman, where he went at Mariah's head. That was way back in the day. Mariah, responded, and years passed. Eminem left it alone for a while, but then he shot at her again when she was married to Nick Cannon on the Relapse album, Bagpipes from Baghdad. And so obviously Nick and Mariah didn't like that shit. So Mariah put out the song Obsessed, and Nick put out something after the warning. So M dropped the warning, which pretty much ended the shit. It ended it, right? So the shit was over. Nobody's talking about it no more. Then recently, I think Nick Cannon was on T.I.'s podcast, and he was talking about the Eminem situation from way back when, and he said something about he would have beat M's ass or some shit like that. So M didn't take a liking to that. He gets a feature on Fat Joe like 6 months ago before the album dropped. The album dropped like 2 weeks ago. M's on there going at Nick's head again. lyrically it's dope. So right now I'm up. I got Eminem up 1, but at the same time, Nick put out 3 tracks with a whole bunch of different battle rappers, and then the third track was really a whole bunch of chops of Eminem dissing him for like 2 minutes. But his bars
So
over everything.
you got Eminem because of bars, right? Say his bars is better, is over everything. Right?
Lyricism, and Nick Cannon can't rap with Eminem. You can't. He just can't. Sorry.
What did you think about the 3 disses? Like, what was the first one like? Was his part long enough?
He just broke that down.
Did it by himself.
He just broke that down. He said he just broke that
First
down.
First of all, he went to go get help from his buddies. And then I know what he was doing. This is kind of like a publicity move. He's trying to get the niggas from Wildin' Out on a bigger platform. So if Eminem goes and takes shots at them and takes shots at Wildin' Out, boom, they get more views. So that makes sense. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's a response. So it's kind of strategic in a way. But at the same time, not even the battle rappers was on their tip top when it comes to going at M. Like, it's just
right. So let me see. So this count, right? So in this situation, because he used the other battle rappers, does the stand, is that like the same reciprocal of the stand doing it against these 3? Was it 3 or 4 extras that he had on there?
No, Enlightened. I want to hear your perspective on it. Did you hear the songs, bro?
I heard them.
It's becoming a nap.
But the whole thing is, it's like what he's saying. It's like an advertising ploy, you know. Like, I don't want to say what it is, you know.
For who? Nick Cannon or M?
For the artist. For the artist. So the artistry, you know, gave him 3 different showcases. And then I think in the last one, Nick just did the whole thing himself, basically.
Well, Nick Cannon is a businessman. I mean, Eminem shot at him
Right,
first.
right.
You gotta find a way to profit off of it. Of course, he's not a better. He's not like y'all say.
So
like
no,
you can't
my
rap
question.
with Eminem, but
No, my question is, does the stand one count then? If that one, if 3 of those count, do the stand response get added to the archive in this part? You know what I'm saying?
No, because he don't have M on the track. Like that shit, like this shit he's doing by himself. Like, no, it don't count. That's like if I did a diss track and it was fire, does that count?
Maybe.
It only counts if M is co-signing. If M co-signs and he's on the track, then it counts.
M already co-signed stands. All of them. Every last one of them.
All right. Well, my answer is no. So
I got you. He made a whole letter.
Who you got, Steph, so far?
Nick Cannon is trash. So we don't even gotta do. It's like if you wanted to have a digging up dirt battle, you should have just had a digging up dirt battle, dog. Because you rapping is not helping your case. It's making your artists look bad. It's making your fucking platform take your head because they don't respect your artists or your craft like that no more because they seen that shit trash. Like, it's just like he should have went about it a different way, dog. I understand he wanted to respond bad, but he rapping, he should have took his time. I understand a lot of people give him credit for responding so fast, but if you're gonna respond fast with trash, then it don't matter, bro, because you're known for your whole platform is a comedic rapping platform, and you've been rapping for years now. So it ain't no excuses why you should be this bad or having these kind of responses. And you know you got dumbass Suge Knight on your track. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like what does Suge Knight mean? Like, what was all that? What was any of that shit? But
yeah,
what I will give him credit for is the dirt he dug up in the bombs he dropped on him. Like as far as the shit where he exposing on the invitation canceled. But other than that. Bro. Just did a video. Did a wild.
You're getting kind of choppy, Steph.
So Steph, NapCity got Eminem, Enlightened. Who you got, bro? Who you got in this shit?
I mean, M ain't respond. I see Nick is working hard on getting it. The whole question is, in the way that it started, right? So I don't know how to categorize it. Because if other people do it, like you said, he included them on the track,
Mute
right?
yourself,
What if
bro.
other people start joining in though, right? Because it wasn't. Did Nick start off wrong though in his approach? And should Eminem even respond himself, or did he respond already in a tweet or a Twitter? Those count? Like I don't know what. How do people grade these things?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's how we gotta go at. We gotta go with the grading system, or like how they grade things, because we look at recent memory. Sending out a tweet, especially sending out a tweet to a response to a diss track is not equivalent to a diss track or a response. It's kind of, isn't that
Right.
used? It wasn't that like, you know, as a measure of being a cop out. We can look at something that's recent as Meek Mill versus Drake. Meek tweeting, Drake dropping tracks. They said that Meek took it up because he didn't respond within a certain number of hours.
But in this case,
days.
it was like 4 people on the first track, though, right? It was 4 people on the first track.
Oh, so you're saying with Nick
Five.
Cannon? You're saying with Nick Cannon response to Eminem, right? Well, I got.
Right.
All right, let me put my shit, because I'm gonna say my shit, because you got a lot of questions and all these measurements. Man, I got Nick Cannon bodying Eminem. Simple as that, bro. And it been over 48 hours. Eminem haven't respond. That's a fucking body bag, man. And that's what I want to get into. Like, how do we measure this shit, man? Motherfuckers want to keep going about the bars and all that. Niggas can't really tell me what Eminem really said. Like, what was fire, what was really personal. Oh, because the nigga researched Nick Cannon nuts and he supposedly had got a vasectomy or something like that. That's supposed to be like, come on, man. Their beef was like a decade ago. And this is a beef that was a decade ago. Like, a decade ago, he made diss tracks on Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon, and he shot at them first. 10 years later, he's shooting at Nick Cannon and